What is your point of view about what happened to Death Row after Suge goes back to prison? Like, what happens?
Everything imploded, man. Everybody was either trying to play Suge or be Suge and not be about the music. That's what they mistakenly about him. He was about that music first. All the other, whatever came with it, came with it. Well, let's get this done. And they were just up there. I mean, I saw his brother-in-law in there with his feet up on his desk and a cigar in his mouth one day. Like, he was shut. What the fuck is you doing? You know, oh, what's up, Wack? Like, okay, sure. You know what I mean? So, I think they were just misappropriating his money. And he had no control over it because he didn't know what was going on. By the time he was able to get back to it, it was a shit show.
Yeah.
And then you had this reputation now of getting in trouble. So now all the wrong eyes are on you. So you really can't even move. You really can't even work.
Right. What? Who should have been in charge, do you think, after?
I don't know. Who should have been in charge? Bountry. Because he was the one, even me, he kept trying to get music from me. But I had another music situation going on. But from a business standpoint, I mean, he had like Roy that was real good and savvy. I think the distributors kind of just, the blood got bad with him and Interscope, and you know what I mean? He felt like they were trying to take his company, and it kind of seemed like they was. Now we see, you know? So I just think that once you put a sour taste in the wrong people's mouth in entertainment, that's it.
Right.
At that point, you just kind of wasting your time because it's over.
What do you think now, the fact that Snoop owns Death Row, basically?
Man, I don't know. I'm happy for Snoop, you know what I mean? I just hope he do the right shit with it. I see he making moves, though. Snoop is an extremely popular person. You know what I mean? He's very likable. He gonna do good. They doing their shit. And the homie over there with him, K-Dub, shout out to Dub, they doing their shit. I'm happy for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, whatever he did, whoever he wronged, he also obviously played the game right, because look how it turned out for him.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is good karma. It's not like he was known as no savage on the streets. He might have sold some dope or whatever, but
yeah,
he never hurt nobody.
Do you remember when Death Row's offices got shot at?
Yeah.
They shot out the windows?
Yeah.
What do you know about, like, what was going on?
I don't even know. Even the camera didn't pick it up. So we didn't know if it was some fan shit or, like, I really still don't know. Wasn't nobody there. But I remember that shit like yesterday.
Yeah, Suge made fun of it in, like, the press. Like, oh no, they shot my windows.
Yeah. Whoop-de-doo or some shit he said.
Right.
And that was some thick ass glass, so, but they shot it though. So you don't know. I still don't know who. Because in those, like on Wilshire, I don't think no real gangster's gonna do that.
V. Buchanan's murdered. Neckbone spoke on this a little bit. The big claim is that V. Vince was murdered. He's found in the road, dead in front of the cemetery, and that there was video taken of it, and that, like, Bountry's house, it was being shown to people, and that pissed off certain friends of Vince. Did you ever hear anything about?
I heard it was a tape floating around.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen Bountry play no tape though. But I did hear it was a tape floating around of something happening with him getting beat up or tortured or some shit, which was, I mean, who the fuck would be, you know what I mean? But I heard that, but I've never seen no tape.
Yeah, Neckbone said Bountry would have been dead set against that.
He would have.
If it was a tape, they probably did play it at Bountry house.
Right.
But Bountry, I guarantee you didn't agree to that shit. Wasn't fond of that shit. I guarantee you that Bountry out. He don't get down like that with no homies, homie.
See, real niggas don't play like that. Unless they don't play like that. Because number one, you putting that bad karma on yourself. You ain't do it. So I don't want to see nothing. And I'm sure most people don't want to see a motherfucker getting tortured on the tape.
Right.
Especially that's not your enemy.
Yeah.
That you don't get no leverage, you ain't, for that, it's just put a target on you.
Right.
But yeah, I don't think Bountry would have been showing no tape. We was over there all the time. I never saw tape. Never heard of him having no tape.
Yeah, Bountry's house, like there was like the kind of like a clubhouse in back, basically, right? That was like the spot.
Right. Right. Before it was like when my daddy and them was coming up, it was my grandmama's house. But then when we was coming up, it was Bountry mama's house.
Do you remember when Poochie was killed?
Yeah.
What happened with him that you heard about?
I don't know. I was out of town when Poochie got killed, but I just got a call. I called home or something. They said somebody killed Poochie.
Yeah, I said he was like riding his motorcycle
Yeah.
through Compton, and someone shot him in the back
Right.
with like a Mac 11 or something
Right.
because he was hit like 10 times, so it had to
Yeah.
be something automatic, right?
And but like I said, he had a cold reputation, man. So certain people, when shit happened, you hate that it happened, but you're not really shocked.
Right.
Just whether they did something or not, just because of the reputation.
Yeah.
It's a dog-eat-dog world, you know?
What do you remember about the day Bountry was killed?
I was at the studio, and I think he was with me. I got a call from my little homie, just hysterical. He's like, man, they just killed Bountry. Somebody just killed Bountry. And he was at the gas station. He rode up to the gas station with K-Dub. He related to K-Dub. And they went up to the gas station. He called me back. He said, yeah, he gone, bro. That was it. And it was another bad time, you know what I mean? But it wasn't like it was very unexpected, you know what I mean? For all of us. So it was that was a shitty time too. It was bad, man, because everybody was not really scrambling, but now there's a lot of people that love Bountry. So now it's just like a tourist attraction again. Because now you got all these people coming around trying to show condolences to see what happened. So it was an event, but it was a sad one.
Yeah. It does seem like he was like one of the most loved guys.
Yeah. Yeah, because Bountry was funny, fun, you know what I mean? So, and he'd been around, so everybody knew him.
What did you think about Tupac shouting them out?
Yeah,
To
I
Live
liked
and
it.
Die in
man.
LA.
To live and die in LA. Him, Neckbone, Heron and Trey, Rock.
Yep.
Yeah. I was like, them the big homies, you know? Like family, them the ones.
Yeah. Yeah, what was it? I think it was Neckbone didn't like, he's like, it drew attention to us.
Yeah.
But I think it's still cool.
Yeah, it was real cool.
Who else gets shouted out on a Tupac record? Man?
Right. And just look what
And a hit.
ultimately happened.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. It's almost
So
like
your
a
name is
memorial
stamped
now.
in history.
Yeah.